This is Christina on Releasing for a Better Life. This is a program that I created. It's so simple, and I like to share it with everybody because I've had tremendous results with it. I've had incredible breakthroughs, and it can be used for anything you're trying to create or do in your life. So that's why I share it. I will remind you again what it is. It's so simple, and it's basically whatever you have going on in your life, whether it's good or bad or happy, sad, whatever. It especially works well when you're trying to create or when you're feeling extra stress. You take all those thoughts and you kind of meditate on them for a minute. And by meditate, I mean you just talk about them and release them. And I imagine putting everything into a ball in front of me or a balloon, whatever you want to think of it as, and just let it go. Just release everything, and the longer you do it, the more you talk about whatever you're going through or the issue you're trying to work through, the more that comes out. You'll notice it's almost like a way to cleanse yourself. It's an amazing thing to do, and you just put that into that ball, that balloon, and then you imagine releasing it to God or whatever you think of. You know, I think of God because that's how I was raised and I'm comfortable with it, but whatever you think you need to release it to. So I just spent a moment imagining it floating up and away and landing in the hands of God. And then those things are then either taken away because I don't need them anymore, or actually I will get messages and information sent to me, and it comes in various ways, and that information I use in my life. Sometimes they come quickly, sometimes they come slow. Again, I have a couple of videos where it goes into great details how this works, but it is a tremendous thing to do. It's a great process, and I recommend it for everyone to just try it, especially when you're going through things. Like I said, when you're trying to create or do things. I'll tell you, like I was taking a class, and I use this quite often for class, and I was, because I'm always stressed, they give you these big projects you're supposed to think about and put together and do that are original and yours, and I would always use this for that, and I kept getting these great projects and was, and I these fantastic ideas to do these great projects. So I know this works. If you let it, and it can be fast or slow, whatever. Anyway, okay, that's enough of that. If you want more information, or you want help doing it, or you want to understand how it works a little better, please feel free to reach out to me. I will try and get back to you and help you through this. I find it so tremendous. I used it for my anxiety, and it has made just a world of difference. It has helped me let go of things. So, all right. So what I want to talk about briefly today, this is kind of like my journaling. I do it to talk about things I've discovered as I've been doing this and just kind of living life. Obviously, there's a lot of different things people could be using this for or working on in their life, whether it's manifesting or whether it's just working on calming down. So I'm always getting like messages or ideas from doing this, and that's what I'm sharing with you in like this journal-like thing. So one of the things I want to talk about is I meet a lot of people who are trying to manifest. It's always been a big thing for years now about manifesting, and there's so many people that have great ideas about manifesting. You could go on YouTube, or you could go on you could just Google it, and you will get tons and tons of information and tons of ideas. And in the end, they're all great. They all have similar things, and they also all have unique individual things, and they're all great. And one piece of information, or one suggestion I would give to you if you are working on these, is break free from finding just one. Like I said, everybody has similar ideas. They all have similar beliefs, and they all have one end goal, is to get you what you want. But they all have unique ways of talking about it, different stories, different events. And I find that as if I stay with one or I listen to one, that I get bored. And it also kind of stalls. Like they have their idea of it, and they intentionally ride in that area, where another one has what their stories behind their success and their theories that work and their end goal, and instead of just staying with one person and just taking it in that way, what I've learned to do is really shifting, listening to different people. One, it's always fresh and new. It's like listening to a fun new speaker. Everybody has a different way of talking and working on stuff. And also, it's a way to learn new ideas because they may have a different shift or a different idea or a different process that you might find just what fits you. Or you may find that a part of it fits you, but then you work with this one over here and they have another part that fits. It's really a great way to expand. Also, some of them have whole new things they're working on that no one else has even thought of. And you might find that really intriguing, interesting. You may not too, but it's always good to just expand out and really, really learn about different techniques and different people. And I learned this. I'm sure I'll get a lot of like feedback on this, a lot of information on this. But like one area I learned this in was in religion. I was raised with one specific church and one specific belief, and I found it very boring. I heard their stories, I heard their belief, I understood it, and I know people say, oh, you didn't go to the right church. No, I think it was the right church at the time. But I think that I almost grew bored and I wanted to learn more. I mean, I became interested in why people chose these religions. Why would they go this direction? So I started expanding and just trying actually different churches, different religions. I didn't join any of these. I just went to learn about them, the people, the information, and I became incredibly fascinated. And I felt like I understood why religion is so important and why finding your own God is so important and how they all came about this. And, you know, I would recommend that to everybody too who finds religion important is to expand and understand these other religions, because I'll tell you, it's a whole other story. But I met great people. It was exciting and fun. So again, take time to, you know, it's good to learn about the law of manifestation if that's what you're working on. And I highly encourage it because it's actually a lot of fun and it brings, you know, if anything, you become more positive and excited. But expand out and learn from different people. You know, I go on YouTube and I will just start watching different people all the time. I don't, you know, and I get pieces from each of them. The other thing I would say is don't worry about taking notes. I've heard a lot of people say, well, I take notes from all this. Let that go, because if you really need to remember what they're saying, you will. And you don't need to take notes. And I know that's counterproductive. You always hear, oh, journal or take notes. Just take what they're giving you and see what resonates with you. If it resonates, you'll keep it. And if it doesn't, you'll let it go. So anyway, that's all today. I hope this helps. It's a random thing, but I felt it was really important because I've found it one of the funnest parts of this whole, you know, this whole life and this whole area when you work on the law of manifestation. It's one of the best parts of it is really getting to see this side and what everybody has to offer. So anyway, I hope you have a great week and you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.